So this next set of notes is all about rotation. So rotation is really a turn, right? So we're taking this image here and we're turning it this way, okay? So it turns all points around the center of rotation. So the center of rotation is the point that everything rotates around, which is kind of what I said over there. It's generally the origin. You remember what the origin is? Well, it's 0, 0. So that point is the origin. Now there's two directions we can turn. Clockwise, which goes to the right, or counterclockwise, which goes to the left. Okay. So you'll be rotating your screens either to the right if it's clockwise or left if it's counterclockwise. There's also the degree in which you rotate or how much you rotate. A full rotation is 360, so that's rotating it all the way around in one direction. Every quarter is 90 degrees. So looking at this, if I move it from here to here, I moved it 90 degrees. So each time I move it to a new section of the graph, that's 90 degrees. If you move it two rotations is 180. If you move it three rotations, that's 270 degrees. You won't often see that because you could just go 90 degrees in the other direction, but you will see it every once in a while. Okay, so let's look at how to do this. So we have some directions over here. Rotate your paper once to the right. I wonder, so we know it's once to the right because this says clockwise, which remember is to the right, and it says 90 degrees, which means I rotate once, one quadrant over. So right once. So we're going this way, right? So I'm going to rotate to the right one time. So I'm going to pick up my laptop. I would probably put it in tablet mode. So in tablet mode, pick it up and go right to the ones, where your x-axis is facing down. Okay. Now that I've rotated my paper once to the right, record the coordinates as though your paper wasn't turned. So from our center of rotation, aka the origin, I want to figure out how far away is K from that. Well, it's left 3, so it's up 2. So it's left 3, up 2. And then, second, return your paper to the original orientation. So pick up your screen again, put it back to regular orientation, and then graph just how we did it. So we went left 3, so we're going to go left 3, up 2. And now here's our new point. And that's K with an apostrophe, right? So that's our new point. And that is -3, +2. Yep, because we went left 3, up 2. Okay. So now let's do that again. Okay. All right. So let's look at number 2 then, counterclockwise. So the counterclockwise goes to the left, right? And it says 180 degrees. So that's 2 90 rotations. So pretty much it's here, and I'm moving it to the left once, twice. So it's got to be down here in this quadrant somewhere. Okay, so what we need to do is turn our screen to the left twice. So go to the left. So I go with my X's up, and then I go, oh, it's in tab. That's not helpful. Okay, start over. Okay, so go 1, 2. Now I'm looking at the screen upside down, where my Y is at the bottom, right? I want my Y to be at the bottom. So how do I get to this V? Okay. Well, I go left, 1, 2, 3. I go left to 3. Then I go down, 1, 2, 3, 4. Left 3, down 4. Okay, so now let's rotate this back to the correct orientation. Now I'm going to go left 3 from my origin, right? So left 3, 1, 2, 3, down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now here's my new V point. No, that's a Y. My new Y point. Okay, and what is this ordered pair? Well, it's -3, -3, -4. Okay, so let's do that with now a whole shape. Okay, 90 degrees counterclockwise. So again, counterclockwise tells me I'm going left, and 90 degrees tells me I'm doing that once. So if it's here, I'm going to the left one time. So it'll be in this quadrant somewhere. Okay. So now that we know where it needs to be, I'm going to again rotate my screen left once. Okay. Oh, keep on doing that. Left once. So now my X is facing down. Okay. From my origin, I moved Q. So I move Q left 1. I move J left 1, 2, 3, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I move J left 3, up 5. And then H, I moved left 5, up 3. Left 5, up 3. All right, so now let's put that back in the right rotation. Okay, so Miss Myers sucks at her left and her right. So ignore what I just wrote down, because that's wrong. Ignore all of that. Okay, so we're still going from the origin, but I rotated to the right. Okay, left means that X is up, right? Okay, hold on. Okay, so I go to the left finger. Okay, now I figure out what I move my Q. Now my Q is to the right 1. So if you're not good at your left and your rights, this, like me, this is going to be awful for you. Okay, J is right 3, down 5. J. So it's kind of the opposite of what we had, right 3, down 5. And then H is right 5, down 3. Right 5, down 3. Okay. So now that we have those, because we've rotated to the left correctly, now we reorient our screen. It needs to stop auto-rotating. Now we can go from our origin. So our Q was right once. So now this is our Q. So I did that. Our Q, our new Q, right? Our J is right 3, down 5, and that's right here, our new J. Our new H was right 5, down 3. That's here. So now, because it was a triangle before, we want to connect those dots. I'm going to maybe do it in a color that's not black, so that way I know that this is my new, as I erase everything, that this is my new triangle. Okay, so now we've done that. Now we have to find those ordered pairs. So Q is at 1, 0. J is at 3, -5. And H is at almost the opposite, 5, -3. Okay, I'm going to do one more with you. No, I want you to try 4 and 5 on your own. So I want you to try 4 and 5 on your own. But I'll give you a hint. Counterclockwise goes to the left. And it's 90 degrees, so it goes to the left once. So that's left is this way. So it should be in this quadrant. Clockwise means it goes to the right. And here's that 270. So it should go to the right 3 times. So this way, once, twice, 3 times. So it should be down here in this quadrant. Okay, so we'll check those next time I see you in class. So we're going to keep on going, okay, because we want to look at describing rotations, okay? So describing rotations, we have to figure out which one's our first shape, okay? So which one's our first shape is what we need to figure out. And we figured that out based off of the letters, right? These ones have the apostrophes. So this is our new shape. This is our old shape. So how do I go from here to here? Well, I just drew my arrow, right? It goes to the left. So it goes to the left. So that's counter clockwise. It goes to the left one time. So that's 90 degrees counterclockwise. Okay, so again, this is my old because there's no apostrophes here. This is my new because of the apostrophes. It doesn't matter really which direction you go, but I'm gonna go down. So we go here once, and then we keep on going to a new quadrant. So we rotate it twice. So that's 180 degrees. And then I ended up going clockwise, but you could just say 180 degrees rotation, because no matter if you go clockwise or counterclockwise, it will always go once, twice. It'll always land diagonal. So you could just say 180 degrees rotation. If you want to say clockwise, that's fine. That's also correct. If you want to say counterclockwise, that's also correct. But since it's 180, I would just say rotation. So we are going to go over questions 4, 5, and 8. So I want you to try questions 4, 5, and 8 for me. And we'll go over those one day at the beginning of class. Okay?